6, 7 minutes of that game for you? Fumble and winning touchdown.
Man, it was everywhere. So after that hit to the ribs, and I was on the sideline, complaining. I was frustrated. And then, then you go out there and have that fumble. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you get for complaining. But then after that, I was just like, man, you good. Like, God got you. He won't put you through nothing that he can't get you through. So, I just had all the confidence in the world going back on that field after that fumble, just trusting, the plan. And then they called some plays where I knew it was a great chance that I'd get the ball, and my biggest thing was just execute for my guys.
You played that position before, Isaiah. How hard is it to do what John just did?
Man, that's tough. Going out there with the confidence that he had, sidearming. Man, I remember the touchdown play, I literally looked back, and I seen him step back and then step up in the pocket. Like, doing what he did, that's hard to do. And that just shows you, like, his confidence and swagger that he got. It's hard for people probably to see on the outside, but how he was in the huddle. Like, he come in there like, y'all boys, I got y'all, like, trust me. Man, it just shows, like, his confidence, man. That's something that not many could do. Even a lot of the elite guys can't do what he just did.
Isaiah, you had the turnover, and then I believe on the next offensive play, the ball came right back your way. What's that say about the confidence that Coach Lunny and the quarterbacks have in you?
Man, it's huge, man. It means a lot to me that just knowing that them guys didn't give up on me in that moment. They want to come back to me. But, it just shows that they got a lot of confidence in me. And for me personally, that just shows that when I do get them opportunities, I want to make plays. And, like, that slam where I did fumble, learn from it, so they could come to me even more and just trust that it's always going to be a positive play.
Why can John do that? Like, what is it about his personality that allows him to do that?
His swagger, that confidence, that moxie. He a guy, like, even though he's not playing a lot, like, guys look at him as a leader and a guy that people could follow. But it's just his confidence, man. Every time you get out and that stuff, it radiates through the entire offense and to the team. When you got a guy out there just as confident as he is, it just helps the entire offense.
What's changed for this offense in the last 3 games? As I know it hasn't been complete, but obviously way better production. What do you think's changed for you guys?
The biggest thing is just executing the game plan. Coach gonna call the play, and we got to execute it. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like in that last minute of the game, literally all we did was just execute the plays. It wasn't no new plays. It wasn't like we did anything different than in the past. We literally just executed the plays that was called. And I feel like that's the biggest thing, just finding answers. A lot of times one thing might be open, but finding the next answer. I feel like as an offense, that's where we took that big next step, and then just understanding all that stuff in the past, them games that we lost. Of course you want to win every game, but we took them as learning experience. We grew from them. Every game we learned something new, and it helped us, in this game today. And it's things that happen in this game that we're going to learn from. Like, we had a pick, we had to fumble. Like, it's things we're going to watch film and learn from them things. And that's just a weekly thing, just learning and growing. That's what we've been challenged to do, and then just executing the game.
What's a win mean for your season?
Oh, man, it's huge. Just understanding, like, we're not out of the Big Ten race. You know what I'm saying? So winning that first one, it's a huge momentum boost going into the next one. Our biggest thing was, like, how do we want to finish? Coach B always talks about teams remember by what they do in November. You know what I'm saying? So finishing strong, that's what, like, we all want to go out as, like, us seniors, just this team in general. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing was just getting that first win, getting some momentum, trying to finish off strong.
Have you ever had a swing that big? In a game before? From thinking the turnover to the touchdown.
I wouldn't say in the game. I would say from game to game, like the Iowa game to that Minnesota game, having a game like that did. But in the game, I don't think so. I feel like that was probably the first time something like that happened where, fumble, and then I get a whole bunch of targets after that, then go score the game-winning touchdown. I give all the praise to Jesus Christ.
What was your perspective on Caden's touchdown? Were you blocking down that sideline, or were you on the other side?
I was on the other side,
okay.
And I was literally I was thinking like, oh, he about to get tackled. And then out of nowhere, I just started chasing him down. But honestly, I thought he had got tackled for a minute. Then when I seen him just break through, I just started chasing him down the side, down the field.
When you talk about the offensive improvement that you guys have had over the last couple of games, how big of a factor is his presence in that improvement?
Man, huge. He a guy who man, he might get tackled -1 yards, but he's still gonna find a way to get 4. And you can have that. We always talk about on first down, you want to have positive plays. Having a running back like that where you know he always gonna get positive yardage, it helps us. It always keep us on track. So we never really have to, unless it's like a penalty most of the time. Like with him, it's almost like we never really have to get back on track. So we just execute our offense. You know, it's hardly any times where now it's like 3rd and 11, 3rd and long, because on first down he getting them 4 yards, he getting them 5 yards. And that's huge when it comes to just the offense moving down the field.
Was that a paraphrase earlier? Like, do you remember the first thing John said when he got in the huddle on that 4th and 10? Like, just a terrible situation to come in cold. Like, do you remember what he said to you guys first?
I don't remember much of what he said. I remember how he made me feel, though. I remember he made me feel confident, like, oh, we good. I kind of looked around, so I remember Luke in the huddle. I'm good. But they still have to check him for protocol, you know, just looking out for his best in the future. And then I remember, like, him just leaving. I'm like, whoa, like, what's going on? And then I just seen John come in the huddle, and he was just confident. I'm like, oh, yeah, we good. Like, we good. Like, we gonna make this play. He gonna make this play. Like, let's go.
Do you get that same feel and vibe if John has to play next week against Indiana? Like, you know how it's like when QB1 leaves, and now you've got to prepare with a new guy.
New guy.
It seems like he's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, any of them guys, I feel like we'll be prepared. We'll be ready. John, Luke. Also, you got Donovan Leary.
Sure.
Like, I mean, we got a good trio of guys who, at any moment, they can step in, make plays for the team. And the biggest thing is just confidence with them guys. Like, them guys confident out there. Like, them guys got all the ability in the world to make plays and have this offense running efficiently.
What did you see from Luke today? Because especially early on, the offense came out firing. A great first half. What did he bring to the table today?
Man, he bring a unique skill set.
Yeah.
A guy who could run the ball. When it's times where we need him to extend with his legs, he could do that. But, man, he made some big-time plays, some big-time throws. And, I mean, he showed that almost every week. You know what I'm saying? He protected the ball for the most part. I mean, that one pick, but, I mean, that happens. You know what I'm saying? But he protected the ball. The entire game we was moving as an offense for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And that's a testament. It started with your quarterback, so he did a great job.
Did you know that touchdown was coming to you? Because John kind of said, no, he's my guy on this play. I kind of waited for him the whole time to get over.
Yeah, I kind of knew. So going back to the huddle before the play. So usually we'll run that play. I'll be the number 2 guy.
Right.
So we call it trips.
Right.
So trips, I'll be the number 2. So it'd be the tight end inside of me, and the tight end will run that route.
Mm-hmm.
And I would run like a skip flat. So then we go to the sideline, and we know the whole time they in Tampa 2. Like, okay, they in cover 2. We knew at late game situations. So during the game, like early in the game, they more of a cover 4 team. So then when you get into end of game situations, they more of a Tampa 2 team. So that linebacker, he gonna keep dropping. So when he said, okay, we're gonna go Trump, and Trump, that puts me where the tight end is, and I switch with the tight end. And really what I'm supposed to run is like across the field. So I'm supposed to run to 27, but instead I'm like, I see green grass, I'm gonna just go. So when I went into motion, I seen, okay, I already know that linebacker. All I have to do is beat this linebacker. Once I beat this linebacker, it's a touchdown, because if 27 would have played me earlier, we got the whole shot to the outside receiver, single receiver. But if I beat this linebacker, it's a touchdown. So that was my biggest thing. I was like, I'm going to put my head down, run, beat the linebacker. After that, I'm going to just trust John. And then, I mean, he gave me a ball where I literally didn't have to do nothing but hug it. Like, literally, he put it right in the basket. So